In the recent past, we've seen a rising demand from our ACCA students who would also like to pursue the bachelor's degree from the Oxford Brookes University. Now, a lot of students want to pursue it or are actually eligible, and it's an apt degree for them, but they have no idea what it is. So, whether you really have no idea what it is or you have some idea, you've heard about it, but you don't really know what this is, this video will cover all aspects for you. So let me get started with what is this OBU. So let me start with a basic explanation. For all of y'all who are from India, we have Mumbai University, we have Delhi University, from where we get our BCom or BBA or BFM or BAF kind of degrees. The way we have Mumbai University, in UK there is a university called Oxford Brookes University, which also gives out bachelor's degrees. So a lot of students attend colleges where they pursue their bachelor's, their BCom kind of degrees, and they get a certificate, they get the degree from OBU, whereas we in India get it from Delhi University or Mumbai University. So that's the comparison of OBU and Mumbai University, Delhi University. Further, if you're in India and you are going to Mumbai University, you might pursue BCom, which is Bachelor's in Commerce. Under OBU, you pursue BSc, which is Bachelor's in Science in Applied Accounting. So that's the degree we are talking about. Bachelor's in Science in Applied Accounting from Oxford Brookes University. It's just like a BCom from Mumbai University, but from another country. Now, how is all of this related to ACCA? In a lot of countries, students pursue ACCA after the 12th without pursuing graduation. They just focus on ACCA, especially in countries like UAE. So ACCA said, fine, for all our students who are not going to pursue graduation because of ACCA, we'll give them a shortcut to attaining a bachelor's degree. And that shortcut is going to come from OBU. So now I'm going to explain the whole connection between if you are an ACCA student, whether you're pursuing BCom or not, how you can get an additional bachelor's degree from UK. So let me get started. First and foremost, the eligibility. You have to be an ACCA student, and when you register, you're automatically opted in for appearing for OBU. But just for clarity's sake and for safety's sake, do land up going into your MyACCA account and checking if you are opted in for OBU. And you have to opt in before your F6 paper, before your tax paper, before you appear for the first 6 papers. And if this is opted in, you are good to go. You have to opt in before, but you have to appear for OBU after you finish all your fundamental exams. As well as after fundamental exams, you have to also complete your ethics module. If you do this, you're eligible for the OBU degree. And just before I go on, guys, we make a lot of videos on ACCA and other finance courses like this. So if you like this content, like this channel, please do subscribe. At the end of the video, if you realize that there's something which you've missed, which you still want to know, please do comment. We'll be making sure that we get back to you. Now, if you are one of those students, for some reason you have an exemption in either F7, F8 or F9 exam, which is financial reporting, audit or financial management. Let's give an example. If you're an IPCC student, you are most likely going to be eligible for the F8 audit exemption. But if you want to appear or you want to have an option of appearing for this OBU exam, you will have to forfeit your audit exemption. You have to appear for financial reporting, audit and assurance, as well as financial management. Only then can you actually appear for OBU. So this covers sort of the eligibility aspect of it. Now coming to the actual execution of how do you give this degree. Look, in India, you go to college for 3 years, you give 6 semester exams, and that's when you get the degree. Similar in the UK. But because of the ACCA and OBU tie-up, you do not have to go to London, you don't have to go to college, you don't have to waste 3 years. What you need to do is, you need to write a 10,000 word project and submit it. And if they approve that, they give you the degree. So this 10,000 word report is broken into 7,500 words, which is a research project, which I'll get into right now. And the 2,500 is a skill statement. Now, it doesn't matter what that means. You don't have to know. Let me get into the immediate next part so it makes sense to you. It is compulsory that you need something known as an OBU mentor. There are people like us who are OBU mentors for anybody in the world who wants to attain this OBU degree. So, let's say I'm a mentor, for example. Now, as a mentor, you'll come to me and I have to help you with the project. There is the 10,000 project I was talking about for you to submit. Only when I give you a go ahead should you submit it, because then the chances of them accepting your project and giving you the degree skyrockets. So this is the first most important part. Now, as a mentor, what do I do? This research project which I'm talking about, there are various topics. You have to choose any one. I think 1 out of 20 topics you choose. I, as a mentor, will help you choose that. Once I help you choose that, there is almost a 4-5 month period duration during which you and I communicate, whether in person or on Zoom, in different ways to help, and I will help you write this project. So at Zell, how it works, I'll give you an example. So our mentor, first, let's say we have 10 students who want to give OBU. So first, our mentor will have an 8 to 10 hour session, a group session with all of them, explaining about the topics and talking to each of them, understanding what everybody wants. And this 8 to 10 hour session is spread over a couple of weeks. After that, the mentor sits with each student one-on-one for around an hour, 3 times over a few months. And those 3 times, the mentor will guide, direct, help them with the research project, ensure that the project is worth submitting to OBU, and then our students submit it to OBU. The submissions for OBU happen on every May and November. So if you want to submit your OBU project in May, you start, for example, in January. If you want to submit it in November, you start in June. You submit a project, it's approved, and that's when you get your OBU degree along with your ACCA. Lastly, the common question is, look, going abroad, getting a bachelor's degree from a UK university is going to be extremely expensive. So what is the fee structure or benefit that this ACCA relation with OBU gives us? So the best part is that instead of spending lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees going abroad, staying there for a few years, your stay, your classes, your tuition, it's just too much. OBU gives us a shortcut saying that, fine, the OBU fees which you pay is around 380 pounds. So that's close to 38,000, 40,000 rupees. That is one fee, and the other is the mentor fee. So for example, the mentor fee will vary depending on where you are. So at Zell, the mentor fee is approximately between 30 to 40,000 plus taxes depending on your profile. So you just combine, that's less than what, 60, 70,000, and you get a degree from London, from UK, by a university called Oxford Brookes, which is known worldwide to help you not only get, by the end of, if you're in India, not only will you have your traditional BCom, not only will you have ACCA, but you'll have a third bachelor's from a foreign university. So this triple qualification makes it much more powerful. It's sort of, you're anyway studying ACCA, might as well get done with it. And by the time you graduate, you will not be, unlike people in your class who will only have, for example, BCom, you will have 3 qualifications. The other 2 are any which way is going to be higher weightage than BCom itself. So guys, wait, before you leave, I'm going to leave you all with the same old. Do you know what the difference between you and a successful version of you is? The successful version of you would not miss out on subscribing to this channel today.